All right, getting started with our first Medibang assignment of the second semester. I'm going to click on Illustrate and choose the tile size that I want. And for this one, I'm going to go with a width of 3.4 and a height of 5.6. 3.4 inches tall and a height of 5.6 inches. Resolution is 350, background is white, and hit OK. On this tile, I'm going to place the image I'm going to use for my pop art assignment. And I'm going to use SpongeBob SquarePants. So open the image as a layer. Find SpongeBob. Just grabbed him off the internet. It's a pretty high quality photo. As you can see, the line quality is really good. Now he's a little wide. I'm going to stretch him vertically. So Control T and stretch him out like that. Make him fit my tile a little better. Maybe move him down. And I think that's perfect. Hit OK. Yeah, that's it. And now I'm going to save this image as a JPEG file. So I'm going to go to File and Save As, and not a Medibang Paint Pro, but just a JPEG, just a regular image. You want to give it a name. I might say SpongeBob. There he is, and save him. And hit OK. And make sure this quality is slid all the way up and hit OK. Excellent. Next thing I'm going to do is open up an artboard that is 11 by 17. File, New, Width 17, Height 11. Color white, resolution 350, and hit OK. All right. So now I'm going to place the SpongeBob JPEG that I made on here, not the original one, but the one that I made that is going to fit really well. So File, Open Image as a layer, and Final SpongeBob, there he is. Okay, excellent. I could begin coloring right now, but my color palette isn't so great. And color is a big part of this assignment. So what I'm going to do, and what I've already done, is I've gone to the internet and I found an image, a pop art image that I really liked that had really good colors. Let me bring that in. File, Open Image as a layer. And I'm going to say Control T, make it a little bit bigger. Hit OK. I know it's a silly image, this duck, but I'm not going to use anything with this image, but I am going to use its colors. Its colors are just beautiful. So that's what I'm after. Yeah. So clicking on the layer in question, which is the very first SpongeBob layer I made here, I'm going to color the background around him. To do that, I'm first going to sample the color I want using the eyedropper here. And I think I'm going to go with this red color. And now I have that red sampled. You can see it's up there in my color bar. I'm going to go to the paint bucket. And with SpongeBob layer selected, and up here in reference the layer, that's important, reference the layer, so it only paints his layer, not the whole canvas. I'm going to click right next to him. And you can see it's a little bit sketchy there, so I'm going to bump the tolerance up to like 30, something like that, 25, and now you can see how well it colored around him. And that's it, guys. It's that easy. It's that easy. So that's the tile we made, and you can see it's colored around. It's perfect. One more time. One more time. I'm going to delete that guy and bring him in one more time for you. So File, Open Image as a layer. There's the SpongeBob that I made there. And you can see him right there. Click on his layer, get the color you want by sampling an image or just making your own. Go to the paint bucket and click. There it is. Be sure that it says under next to reference, it says layer. Okay, so once you get the one done, that's the hard part. The next thing to do is just to copy it. So go here and say duplicate layer right there. Drag it off, put it right next to it, or paint it first and then put it right next to it. You might prefer that. So I'm going to sample the blue on this duck and then go to my paint bucket, making sure I'm on the right layer. Click there. And then you can move it in place. It's a little hard to get these perfect. I wish it snapped into place on its own, but it does not. The higher end programs do. Okay, and then duplicate layer, drag it off, and pick the next color. I think I'm going to go with the yellow. Paint bucket. There it is. Duplicate layer. Drag it off. Sample the color. Paint bucket. Click. Move it into place. Or just duplicate it, and then you can move them both into place. And that one, I think I will sample the green and go with that. Paint bucket, green. There it is. And now I'm going to move them into place. And grab that purple one and put it where it goes. Perfect. Excellent. You may choose to just color the one layer and then copy those and place them below, and that might simplify things a bit. And I think that's what I'm going to do. It's up to you how crazy you want to get with the colors. You could copy them now and then color them all kinds of different colors. Coloring is really completely up to you. But filling out the bottom row is done in the exact same manner that we did the top row. You just keep duplicating. So I could take this guy and say duplicate layer and then move it down. And select this guy, or you could have, actually I think I'm just going to move them over here and just kind of switch them up a little bit so they're obviously not. There we go. And then maybe hit the red one or the pink one and say duplicate layer. And maybe I'll put that one here. And then how about the yellow one, duplicate layer. Put that one over here. The blue one, duplicate layer. Put that one here. And then the red one. Perfect. Okay. I've lost my duck layer. Doesn't really matter. Just turn that one off. Because I have all the colors I need now. I can just sample from these existing colors. It might be easier at this point to merge all of the layers. That way, when you're coloring things, it doesn't get too confusing. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to merge everything. So I'm going to select the first layer all the way up to the top layer here by holding the Shift key and just go to Layer and say Merge All. Perfect. And now I can color these things in very easily. I can just go to my sampler and say Sample to Green, and then get my paint bucket and just start picking whatever I want to be green anywhere on any of these images. Oops. So you could just have the time of your life here. And then pick another color, let's say the red, in the paint bucket, and doing whatever it is you want to do. Entirely up to you how you want to color this guy. Entirely up to you. All right, well, I think you get the idea. Good luck with your assignment.